So I want to talk about SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander today, and first thing it's very eye-popping. You're looking at these numbers, he's averaging 30 a game, six rebounds, and almost 7 assists. And what's super interesting with me is that you're looking at all these scoring outbursts, right? You're looking at 17, didn't do that well yesterday, but you're looking at against the Lakers 33, Minnesota 32, 31, 40s, you know? So how is he doing it? And that is what I want to take a look at today. And I want, especially young players, if you're the number one option on your team, I want you to start thinking about how do you play the chess? How do you play chess? How do you counter the game? You're looking at coaches on the sideline, we make adjustments, right? We adjust to what's happening in the game. But as a player, how can you go into the game and create your own counters to force coaches to have to start thinking outside of the box early? So it's very eye-popping with SHAI. Is that you'll notice that super early in the game, SHAI is very passive. He's willing to play off the ball, which I find is very interesting with somebody that's able to average that many. And the biggest thing is you ask yourself, well, if he stayed aggressive all game, how much would he be able to average? And that's what we're going to start looking at. Knowing that you're the number one option, you got to understand there's going to be a lot of attention put on you, right? So here we're looking at Derrick Jones is going to guard him and is not even paying attention to the ball because he's the number one option. Just him setting this screen over here causes some confusion and causing just an opportunity for us to be able to create for our team. Right? Early, SHAI is willing to play off the ball and make those extra passes. Here, he's going to give the ball up, right? You can pay attention to him right here. Give the ball up, and we're trying to see if we could get other guys going. Right? Here, we get Chet a little mid-range pull-up. Doesn't make it, but again, understanding that we countered the game with what happens in the game. If Chet starts making a couple of these, what ends up happening is that Dallas has to adjust to it. Doesn't make it, but we get a clear shot. Here, just us being able to find, Dallas comes into it saying, okay, on any ball screen, we're going to send 2 on SHAI. So for there, it's just about being a willing passer, right? If you are the number one option on the team, if you are a willing passer, that makes the game easier, okay? Because especially in the first quarter, if you could establish, people making shots early, right? Getting their confidence up. You don't know what could happen. And I think that's what's very interesting with how he's scoring this 30 here. In the first, getting a lot of attention. We're not even paying attention to the rest of the players here. Just by him being aggressive, we're not even paying attention. We have 2 players on us, right? So here he's able to get 2 players on him. Being able to be a willing passer. Give the ball, get it back. And now we have the whole defense now that's worried. And after that, it's just about making the extra play and trusting our teammates. Here's another one. I'm calm. I have this defender on my back. So now all I got to do is just read the situation. Read the next option. Here, knows that he wants to pass it to Josh Giddey. Sells it with his eyes to put pressure on this defender right here. Hey, I got to choose. Where is that first pass going to go? So he looks this way, but is willing to make that pass right here, and that creates a wide open shot for Josh Giddey. Doesn't make it. We get a good offensive rebound by SHAI. Coming down the court, and just being able to hear, I take all I garner all the attention of the Dallas Mavericks defense, and just being able to be willing to make that extra pass, kick, 3. So now going into the second quarter, I can be aggressive because I've established the rest of my teammates. The game is starting to open up. Well, now the defense is not as locked in to be able to guard me. So here you can look, we got an isolation situation because we got to respect. Josh Giddey's made a 3. This is a great shooter. Bertan's a great shooter. He's made 3 threes up until now. right? He's made 3 threes up until now, so now I got to stay with him. So now the floor is wide open where I could let my best player put pressure on the defense. Here, people to react, go to the free throw line, and SHAI is almost 94% free throw shooter, so you don't want to foul him. You want to guard him without fouling. Here, transition. I call my own number, right? I look, I'm super aggressive across half court. Early in the shot clock, I'm going to pull it because now, again, I've established the rest of my teammates. So now I could be aggressive because now I don't have to face as many doubles as before. I can now play against more one-on-ones, which is what I want to do. So I can let my skill set showcase itself. Early, I'm pushing, putting pressure. Here, call my own number, isolation, cash. That's 3. But again, SHAI is willing to make the right plays. Here, I play off the ball, get it. I got to make some quick decisions now. Back cut. I get the matchup I want. I got a 5 on me. As the point guard, I know I have the foot speed. I'll just be able to get to the paint, pull up, cash. So it's all about being patient and knowing that if I start off and I'm not as aggressive, and LeBron will do this too, but if I'm not as aggressive, especially early, and other things happen, the defense has to adjust. So now I get to play a little bit more on ones, and now the defense has to react to me. Here, get to the paint. I draw almost 4 defenders, still be willing to make the right pass. That's cash. So, late in the clock, I'm playing. Let's get it right. Just get to the seams here. Drive, get to the paint. Cash, aggressive. Because now I got to stay on the shooters because they have hit shots and they have made their presence felt in the game. So a lot of things that you can learn from SHAI. But when you're looking at the game, start paying attention to how early in the game he distributes. He's very passive, plays off the ball. But as the game starts going out, you could sense that he starts becoming more aggressive with his approach. So as the best player, a lot of things that you can start thinking about is, okay, how do I create this game within the game, right? So being passive early will allow you to be able to be more aggressive and not face as many double teams as you can see.